Once again they have the bread. Got this dip too. I don't know if this is included or if we have to pay. They have it for everyone though. I already hear the snake charming music.
Yeah, but we don't want to get too close to them because apparently if you take pictures or film, they're gonna ask for money and like a lot of money, I think.
So look at how much mint there is inside. I didn't realize they'd put that much mint in there. Look at that. All right, cheers.
Ow.
No?
I actually check a coffee name Samusa.
Samosa. Very good.
Coffee inside or no?
Oriba. Morocco.
So how much is like
The courtyards. I read that there's around 150 to 160 rooms in the palace, so yeah, probably a lot to explore. I don't know if you can go in all those places though. I always love the Islamic style. So these ones, it says to touch them. So you're allowed to touch these ones. Yeah, this one's carved and this one's wood. It's way busier.
yeah, it's like a different place.
Everybody comes out at night. Looks like we got some games too. Fishing. What do you think they got to do? Put the ring around the lid?
Yeah, and just get the bottle somehow, but it seems very difficult.
Oh, thank you.
But you look skinny like Lamborghini.
No, thank you. This is where the lively part begins. So all this was closed off yesterday, all shut. That's funny, Kyle, you wouldn't even imagine that it would look like this from what we saw in the morning. Whoops. Beep beep. More beeping. Yeah, so it's kind of funny that just a 1 minute walk from our place, you get this straight away. More beeping. So I think first we're going to enter the souk area, which I guess is this place here, indoor souk. The guy at our hotel said that we're going to see more tourists than locals. Or those like chickens. Souk Sebagini. I'm actually wondering what to expect here in Medina, because when you see online, a lot of people don't really like it because they say you get in approached all the time, people hassling you. So far nobody's talking to us though, but I don't know if that's because I have the camera out. I know in Egypt when I film with the camera nobody would approach us, and then when I turn it off people would be talking to us all the time, trying to sell stuff.
That's the way.
That's the way to not get hassled.
Maybe.
Pretend you're filming. Yeah, really cool souk though. Pretty laid back.
Oh,
check out the golden lamps. Beautiful plates too. Now let's go down this way. Little alleyway. Yeah, the guy at our hotel said it's very easy to get lost in these souks down the little pathways. So we left that indoor souk back there. Now we're outside. We're gonna head to the main square. We need to actually get money. We don't have any money, do we?
Yeah, we don't have. I actually wanted to buy a scarf or something like that, but we don't have money. So first we go to the ATM and then maybe later on I can find a beautiful scarf for me.
Like a headscarf or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we also need to get a SIM card too. Carol usually always gets the local SIM card. I have like a T-Mobile international plan since the days when I lived in Houston. I still had the same plan. Pretty good, it's just like 2G speeds though, not very fast. So when Carol gets the local ones, it's usually a lot easier to search things when we're out and about exploring. So this square is called Gemma El Fana. Don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Hello. Looks like fruit juice places are very popular here. You can see them all over the place. Big square. Apparently this place comes more to life at night, so we'll be filming it at night as well. People bring... You can already hear the snake charming music.
Yeah, but we don't want to get too close to them because apparently if you take pictures or film, they're gonna ask
Want
for
money.
money and like a lot of money, I think.
Oh, is it like a flute?
I don't know. I think they have a proper name for it, but I don't know how it's called.
Yeah, and the bank that we want to go to is right there. Apparently it doesn't charge you any fees. It sounds more chaotic than it is.
Yeah, just a mess of many different people doing the same sound, so it's a bit confusing to understand.
Yeah. So that ended up being more of a mission than we expected, just to get the money out. The bank that doesn't charge, none of the ATMs had money. We went to like 4 of their ATMs and yeah, they were all out of money it seemed. But we went to another bank, I'll show the name of it, I don't know how you pronounce it. And we were able to get how much?
7,000 dirhams, and the rate, the fee was 35 dirhams, which it's not ideal because we knew that there was an option with no fee, but it's still
Not a lot.
okay. Not a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. Definitely surprised by how chilled it's been with the vendors so far though. Like from videos that I saw on blogs, I just thought it was super hectic and people would just be hassling us the whole time. But I don't think a single person's approached us yet in the street. We've been here like 2 hours in the main tourist areas. Nobody's bothered us at all. And around the square you have many cool options of places to eat and drink. We actually want to try some of the famous Moroccan tea. I wonder if we're going to go to one of the restaurants with the views or we'll just try it in the square. Be cheaper in the square probably. Found a pretty cool spot here. Loving the colours. Right near the end of the square, so a bit less hectic here, but a good people watching spot. We were thinking of going to that one too, another cool cafe, but we chose this one here. Cool menu too. Apple, and the famous mint tea is 18 dirhams. You gonna go for the mint tea too?
Yeah.
So we're not gonna eat here since we had that really late breakfast, but I might as well show you some of the prices. So the international dishes, most expensive one, salmon fillet, 220 dirham, and the cheapest, chicken supreme, whatever that is, 130. And then you have the couscous, which I think is a traditional Moroccan dish, royal couscous, 160, and a vegetarian couscous, the cheapest one, 80 dirham. Get some chicken skewers, 120 dirham, kebab, 140. But yeah, these will be more like tourist prices. Probably get it a lot cheaper in local places away from the tourist section. So the tea has arrived. I'm loving this. It looks like a genie bottle.
Yeah, it's very fancy.
Yeah, it is fancy. Really nice. Got the sugar cubes. I'll probably have it pure. And so look at how much mint there is inside. I didn't realize they'd put that much mint in there. Look at that. Alright, cheers. Yeah, the glass is kind of hot. Yeah, definitely a strong mint taste. Not super strong though.
No, it's very good. I love it. And I think I don't need sugar on it. I like it without sugar.
Yeah, so it is a green tea that they mix with the mint, I think. That's why it's quite clear. Get a sugar in there. Yeah, I think it's even more delicious with the sugar. Very sweet though. I mean, those sugar cubes are a lot of sugar, probably too much. You want to try it with the sugar?
Yeah, it makes it a completely different taste. It's good, but I think I'll stick with the not sugar one because it's healthier.
Yeah, that is too much sugar. So I think we're going to be drinking this tea every day now. We have the famous mosque here that is called Qutubiyya. Once again, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Nice laid back park too, right next to it. So this mosque was built in the 1100s. Seemed to be doing some reconstruction. I think it got damaged in an earthquake. I saw that online. It seems like there's some sort of base of a building here. I don't know if these were pillars and the mosque was a lot bigger. You can't go inside it though. Just gotta look at it from the outside. And the Medina where we were before was only founded in the 11th century, so just shortly before this was built. And at that time I think pretty much everyone would have lived within the walls, the city walls. We're gonna head back into the souks now, see if we can find some sort of scarf for Carol now that we have some money. Are these already the scarves?
Yeah, but I don't want like heavy ones.
That one says €4 already the price. Can't get scammed if they've already written the price. Yeah, we have no idea how much things should be, but probably don't want to spend more than €5 on a scarf.
No.
So we'll shoot for €5 max, I guess. Especially since the sign back there already said €4. This might actually be the biggest Medina that we've ever been to though. I mean, we had like a little Middle Eastern trip 2 years ago, went to a bunch of countries. I don't remember being in one this big. Definitely quite a lot busier this one than the one in the morning. Seems to be more food places too, food and drink.
It smells so good.
Yeah, it really smells great. Didn't mention, but the people here mainly speak Arabic and French, since they were colonized by the French, and the Arabs also conquered here many, many years ago. But some people do speak a bit of English as well. Not everyone though.
Ita chocolat, ita cacahuète, ita orange, ita avec ita avec le thé au coffee du Morocco, I take avec le thé au coffee.
No nuts?
No.
No?
I avec le thé au coffee du Morocco. Name Samusa.
Samosa. Very good.
Coffee inside or no?
No.
Ah, with coffee.
I avec le thé au coffee
With
is
coffee.
good.
Okay. That's good.
Name Oriba.
Oriba.
Oriba, yeah, in Morocco.
So how much is like each one is different price?
4 gram. Is 1 kilo, is 150 for 1 kilo. 1
Okay.
kilo, 150.
1 kilo too much.
Comfortable. You have
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
But this
What's your name?
Chris.
Oh, no, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano.
Pastella good. In Morocco, it's pastella.
No nuts?
No,
No nuts?
no. It's good. Number 1.
Okay.
It's okay, it's okay.
And put in a bon. That is chocolate, it's good.
Okay, okay, finish.
Okay.
The count gadget is good. In Morocco.
No more, no more, no
It's
more.
okay.
Okay.
I love. So we just bought a very big box of candies or sweets. A lot.
I think around $10 overall.
I don't know if we're gonna eat everything because it's too much and we don't have much time here, but
A lot of sugar.
yeah, a lot of sugar. But the one that I tried was really tasty. I think these are a bit lighter.
Lighter.
Yeah.
So the guy said 70, but I asked if he could do 50, which would be €5 like we said we wanted. And yeah, you're gonna go for it then?
Yeah, I think so. And I don't know which color, this one or this one.
Not sure. Maybe that brown one.
Brown?
I don't know, they're both nice. Brown's like almost what you're wearing now.
Yeah, we'll get the brown one.
The brown one?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the next morning now, and we've come to one of the main sites to see in the old Medina called Bahia Palace. A palace from the 1800s, and it was 70 dirham per person to enter. That's if you're a foreigner, so a lot cheaper if you're from Morocco. It says that the first foundation of Bahia Palace was set in 1866 by, whoa, look at the size of that name, Abu Imra Musa bin Ahmed bin Mubarak al-Sharki al-Bukhari. That's the biggest name ever. And that guy was the Chamberlain Minister and Grand Vizier for the Sultans Sidi Muhammad bin I can't even say these names. Yeah, some sultans. So this is the main reason that we wanted to come here, to see the beautiful Moroccan architecture, the courtyards. I read that there's around 150 to 160 rooms in the palace, so yeah, probably a lot to explore. I don't know if you can go in all those places though. I always love the architecture though. Some of the best we've ever seen in the world. Another extremely beautiful courtyard here. Always have the fountains in the middle. I also like how symmetrical everything is, the patterns and designs. So I'm not entirely sure what the correct term is, if you call it like North African, Middle Eastern art, architecture, or Islamic art and architecture. Either way, it's the similar kind that you see in this region. So this was the part that we see mainly in the pictures, the marble courtyard. During the French colonial period, this was turned into the residence of one of the French generals. So within the Medina, there's quite a few places that you can visit, that you have to pay to visit to see the architecture like this, old buildings. There's many that are a lot older than this even. I think there's some from like the 16th century. So these ones, it says to touch them. So you're allowed to touch these ones. Yeah, this one's carved, and this one's wood. Smells a lot nicer than the other places that we've been so far. Hello. Interesting designs on these buildings too. Buildings are slightly different. There is a synagogue I think you can visit here if you want. Really does smell great though. Come back to the main square now, Jama El Fana. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, they set up all these stalls that are not here during the day, mainly for food. So you still have all the juice ones. Got a show going on here. Way busier.
Yeah, it's like a different place.
Everybody comes out at night. Looks like we got some games too. Fishing. What do you think they got to do? Put the ring around the lid?
Yeah, and just get the bottle somehow, but it seems very difficult.
Maybe one of the liveliest squares that I've ever seen at night. Wow, look at all the steam coming off the places. The prayer going on too. Everything going on. Oh, thank you.
But you look skinny like Lamborghini.
No, thank you. Yeah, the different people trying to get us to eat. I think we are going to eat around here though, aren't we?
Yeah, but I want to look at the food first and then make a decision. But they don't let you do that. If you look a little bit, they just come to you and talk to you and don't let you leave.
So this has definitely been the most intense place in Marrakesh because of the amount of people that approach you, trying to get you in the food stalls. Pretty funny though. I think we're going to try the tagine, whatever you call it.
Yeah, I think you're having the tagine and I'll have the couscous with vegetables.
Vegetarian one. Yeah, I think mine's 50 dirhams. And what's yours?
40.
40?
Yeah.
It's not too bad the price. Once again they have the bread. Got this dip too. I don't know if this is included or if we have to pay. They have it for everyone though.
I'm glad I didn't eat the whole thing because it's so spicy. It's like really spicy.
I guess that's peppers, those bits. The food is looking extra good. Mine was in like some sort of clay pot. There was a lid. He removed it. I should have filmed it. Almost looks like a bit of a stew or soup.
I think it is kind of that.
Yeah, and then there's Carol's couscous. I was just searching if that's a grain. It says that it's technically more like a pasta. It's made out of flour. We've eaten couscous before though, in other countries.
Yeah. No, not my first time, but I know I like it already. Yeah, mine is a bit plain. I don't know why, but it's not my favorite couscous I've ever had, but it's good.
Not much flavor.
Not much flavor, but
Mine might be a bit hot still. No, mine's great.
Yeah?
Mine has a lot of flavor.
oh, good.
the meat anyway.
Yeah, they had many different options for this dish. They had like chicken and even shrimp and other stuff for the tagine.
So Carol was still a bit hungry, so we ordered some more things. We got some olives. Those were 10 dirhams and a soup.
Yeah, so I love the soup. It has some kind of beans. I see the like chickpeas and lentils, but also pasta.
Little bits of pasta.
Yeah?
Little bits of pasta.
Yeah, like spaghetti and a tomatoey sauce. The taste is pretty much like tomato.
Better than the couscous.
Yeah.
I put the couscous in my little pot here. Absorb the taste from the stew. Make it tastier. And we also got some mint tea again, but this is just included, so it's free with the meal. Nice way to finish a meal. We're back at the hotel now. Just an update about the SIM card that we got yesterday. It's still not working, so it's been over 24 hours and it doesn't work. Carol followed all the rules that the guy gave. It was mainly just to send like an activation code through a text message. And there's also a number that you can call to check your credit. And it says that the credit's there and that the card is active, but it's just not working. So we'll keep you updated on that in the next video. And overall, we've really loved our time here in Marrakesh. It definitely went a lot smoother than what we was expecting, right?
Yeah, because to be honest, I was kind of avoiding this trip. We were thinking of maybe coming here last year, but I think I was kind of avoiding it because of the stories that we usually listen about Marrakesh. But it was a lot better than I expected, and I'm happy because of that. Because when we went to Egypt and India, we had a few like not so funny stories with a lot of hustlers and people trying to scam you all the time. And I think somebody told us that Marrakesh was even worse than Egypt, so we were like, oh. But we're happy that that wasn't the truth, at least for us. We had a good experience here. We still had some encounters with people trying to scam us, but we knew of the type of scams that they were trying to give us, and we just said no, and it was fine. It was better than we expected.